Hello, denizens. Today I want to tackle Picard Season 3, Episode 1. Spoiler alert. Now, I have to be honest with you. I have not seen the first two seasons. I didn't have access to a streaming service that showed the Kurtzman treks, and by all accounts, I didn't miss anything. I did subscribe in time to watch Strange New Worlds, which was just okay. Dipped into a bit of Discovery until my eyes bled and had no idea what show I was watching. It was definitely not Star Trek. I would have called it Space Cope. Of course, being an internet denizen, I received many reports from the front lines as to just how bad seasons 1 and 2 of Picard were. Am I capable of making up my own mind? Of course. But too many trusted friends told me to just stay away. Honestly, the wear and tear of watching one car crash after another, the dismal Disney, Star Wars, and Marvel shows and movies, it takes its toll. Who wants to purposely watch crap? Blood Origins, anyone? Ow! I endured the first two shows of Velma. A World War II Japanese internment camp would have been preferable. There are only so many hours in a day. This is not a review channel. I review what interests me. As a serious fan of Star Trek, I decided to start and end my Picard journey with the latest season. I saw the trailers. The old gang from Next Gen were on board. They gave a good vibe. And just for fun, I'm going to pretend it's the first pilot episode of Picard. I'm going to give it my green light, yes or no, former network executive treatment. I will ignore the fact that Picard 3 feels like an awful lot like an emergency airlift rescue job. That being said, I was interested in how the industry fart catchers viewed seasons 1 and 2. Here, you can see they loved season 1, while the public was not so hot on it. And the split was even worse for season 2. Ouch. There was obviously trouble. As a former network executive, I totally agree with the decision to pour the original TNG cast back into their tight, form-fitting outfits and defibrillate the damn show. That decision was a no-brainer. Then they got Terry Metalis to showrun the thing. Clearly, Kurtzman's crew of creative kleptomaniacs was kept away from this production, or at least this episode. Here's my top line. Season 3, Episode 1 of Picard is not absolute dog leavings, which puts it on top of Strange New Worlds and way above Discovery. It's engaging and watchable, but would I greenlight it? Wait and see. It starts with a derelict ship in space, then it comes under attack. Beverly Crusher, no longer a redhead, looking very good in the new do. She's yelling at the computer to power up the warp engines, and of course, it's going to take time. Bad guys, can I assume they were guys? Board the ship. We get some pew, 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 pew. I don't remember the pump action phaser rifle. I'm sure it's canon somewhere. Crusher just barely gets away with her life, and she sends a secret coded message to Jean-Luc Picard. Sure, this was stock adventure shtick, but I'll take it for now. I do want to pause and point out one holdover from Utrecht, its devotion to almost total darkness. Look at this shot from the show. Here, I've tweaked it. Do you notice the difference? I can actually see her chicken-plucking face. Please note DOP. Then we find our way to Picard's hovel, where a creaky Picard is with a Romulan hottie, Laris. Can I assume, based on Romulan lifespans, that she could be older than Picard? Because otherwise, I would have found this quite creepy. But then again, isn't Picard an android? His age would be based on the date of his assembly, like 2 years old. So it's Laris tempting a minor. Woohoo! Why wouldn't they dump his brain bits into a better body? Never mind. They reminisce over the Class D starship that powered the gang through Next Gen. They contemplate life on some remote planet Jean-Luc writing his memoirs, and she leaves him to putter about. Where the heck does Picard find ink in the 25th century? Then Picard hears a familiar chirping. Once again, I'd like to add that I have upped the brightness on pretty much all the images in this episode. He then asks computer if it can hear the alert and where is it? Computer doesn't know. Really? A 25th century AI computer could not do what Find My iPhone can do? The chirping is from an old communicator, nicely associated with his red uniform. A great callback without words. It has Crusher's coded message. She tells him to trust no one. Laris tells Picard, of course, he has to save Crusher. Picard tells Laris to watch the electricity bills. Picard meets up with Riker in a bar. Then they go on this adventure together. I have to say that Jonathan Frakes' comfort on camera steals this episode. Patrick Stewart was a bit doddery. Then we have a scene with Raffi, who I understand is not a fan favorite. Apparently, she was an addict, but now she's an undercover addict as part of her clandestine spying. Fine. The only weird thing was when she walked away from her stoolie. She pulled out her communicator and told everyone within earshot that she's a Starfleet intelligence officer. The intelligent thing would have been to put it up to your ear so people wouldn't hear you. I guess they don't have any Starfleet training on that. Then we get pretty space pictures. You'll notice the lighting is much better in space. They're going to try to commandeer Riker's old vessel, the Titan. Well, the two old coots have hatched an absolutely silly bit of subterfuge, but I forgive them. We meet good old Seven of Nine, another bit of comfort food. We learn quickly that she does not like her Captain Shaw, which is convenient for when she will disobey him. What? Have I given the plot away? Never. My biggest complaint is just how straightforward this all is, but that is also what I liked about it. They set sail on their fake inspection tour of the universe to majestic music. So far, so good. We then meet the taciturn Captain Liam Shaw, played by Todd Stashwick, who was just a hoot. Clearly, the retrofit of the Titan did not include any budget for lights. Picard and Riker try to play Shaw into getting them near where Crusher's vessel is. Shaw is an officious snot and hilariously tells them to go forth and multiply. What? You don't think Seven of Nine is going to do something? Never! Meanwhile, Raffi is trying to figure out who the Red Lady is. Oh, this does not look good. 5 guesses that the Titan is going where Captain Shaw originally planned? Anyone? The fact that Shaw gave Picard and Riker bunk beds was a nice gag. 7 of 9 demands to know what Picard and Riker are up to, only to reveal that she's already taken them where they wanted to go. Hold on, I'm going to fall off my chair here for dramatic effect. Oh, okay, that hurt a bit. Surprise! Shaw wakes up to find that they are not at the Albuquerque Walmart. Riker and Picard hightail it in a stolen shuttle. Shaw is just so mad at Seven. Cut to Raffi arriving at Starfleet HQ, District 7, which has a Red Lady statue, I guess, to warn them of an imminent terrorist attack, but too late! Picard and Riker prepare to enter Beverly's craft. That sounds dirty. Riker delivers a great line. Your hands are stiff, my knees are killing me. They find her in a pod that's keeping her alive. We meet her son, Jack. They are stunned that he has an English accent. But no time for that. They have company. End of episode 1. If this was the pilot episode of Picard, would I greenlight it? Hell yes! Till next time, denizens. Be seeing you.